Alright guys, tonight we're going to talk about something that you basically already know about because we've already talked about it. But we're going to talk about complementary and supplementary angles and adjacent angles a little bit more specifically. So what I want you to do is I want you to take this circle and I want you to fold it in half along this line right here. Okay? I'm actually going to take it out of the camera for 1 second so I can do it a little closer to my eyes. Okay, so I have my circle perfectly folded in half. So this right here becomes a 180 degree angle. Do you see how half of a circle is 180 degrees? Yes, Ms. Hargrove? Okay, great. Okay, so let's talk about something called supplementary angles. And some of you heard about it today, some of you have not yet. And that's okay. But I want you to say this word with me, supplementary. Supplementary angles. Okay, supplementary angles are angles that add up to be 180 degrees. Okay, so let's say that hold on just 1 second. I gotta get back to the screen. Okay, supplementary angles. Supplementary angles add up to be 180 degrees. Okay? So on this angle down here, I'm just going to do a little half circle like this. I'm going to do a little half circle like this, and I'm going to do some arrows within that circle like this to show you that all the way around this little semicircle is 180 degrees. 180 degrees, 180 degrees. That's what I'm writing down here. I know it's tiny. 180 degrees. Okay, that's 180, that whole angle right there. Okay. Now I want you to get a straight edge of some sort. Okay, it can be a ruler. It can be an edge of a book. It can be if you happen to have a protractor at home, you can use a protractor like me. But I want you to just go over on this line right here. Just want you to go over on this side of the line, on our supplementary side of the line. Just do a line along this side. Okay? And then same thing over here on this line. We're just going to do purple right there. Okay? Just so we can tell that this is the supplementary angles that we're talking about. We're not talking about this over here. We're talking about this right here. So let's say that this on that right side, or on that right side, that it's 110 degrees. Okay, let's say that it's 110 degrees. I'm going to write that on here. It's going to be really small. Let's say this is 110 degrees on this side, and on this side we don't know that this is x. Okay, well, to find out what x is, I know that x plus 110 degrees has to equal 180 degrees. Always. It will always equal 180 degrees. If it is adding up to be 180, then that would be because it's a straight angle. Okay? So say that word with me one more time. Supplementary angles add up to be 180 degrees. Okay? Supplementary angles. So now I want you to fold your circle back in half again. Then I want you to fold it in half along this line again. Okay? I'm going to fold it in half along. I got to put it up to my old eyes again. Okay. So now I have 1/4 of a circle. You see that? I have 1/4 of a circle now. What is this angle right here? This is what? 90 degrees. Oh. Okay. So actually I'll just leave it folded. So on this, I'm going to say, this is a right angle box right here. And just like two angles that add up to be 180 are supplementary, complementary angles add up to be 90 degrees. Okay, complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. Okay, so if I have a line that goes through like this, again, just go ahead and use a a straight side. Don't do it through your letters. I'll just do it down here like this. I'm going to say a line like this, okay? But if this is my angle, I know that this right here, this whole angle is 90 degrees. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with the arrows. Okay, and this is 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, all the way around this angle right here. If this down here is 60 degrees, here I'll do it in a different color. If this is 60 degrees, and this is angle Y degrees, well, Y plus 60 degrees will always equal 90 degrees if this right here is a right angle, okay? Always, always, always. So last thing is going to be on this section down here, okay? And we're going to talk about adjacent and vertical angles, okay? Adjacent and vertical angles. So adjacent, let me get a different color. So adjacent, we've heard that word before, right? What does adjacent mean? It means next to. And then vertical means across. Vertical means across. And then those are going to be, I'll talk about that in a second actually. So if I have two intersecting lines like this that are not perpendicular, they're not parallel. Let's say this is angle 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? Vertical angles mean angles that are across from each other with these intersecting lines. So 1 and 3 are across from each other, 4 and 2 are across from each other. So in this situation, angle 1 is going to be equal to angle 3. I've talked about that before with you guys, but angle 1 is equal to angle 3. So angle 1 equals angle 3. Okay? That also means that angle 2 equals angle 4. Angle 2 equals angle 4. All right? So let's put up here that vertical, which are across, these are going to be equal. Another word for equal would be congruent. Equal or congruent. Right? Equal or congruent. So this is what we've talked about adjacent angles, but I just wanted to give you a more specific definition for these. So two angles that add up to be 180 are supplementary. Two angles that add up to be 90 are complementary. When we're talking about adjacent angles, so I forgot one little thing. So the adjacent angles would be, for example, angle 1 and angle 4. Angle 1 and angle 4. And adjacent angles will add up to be 180 degrees, okay? Adjacent angles will add up to be 180 degrees. All right, so that's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching.